Welcome to Raghava Creations. Maths is easy. Do subscribe our channel to learn maths in an easy and interesting way. Hello students of Standard 7. Today we are going to learn about variations, which is chapter 4 of term 1. So here in variations, exercise 4.1 deals with sums on direct variations and unitary method. Before going into the chapter, let's learn about the variations. So here, variations are a continuation of ratios which you have already learnt in your lower classes. Ratios is a comparison of two quantities. So you can compare only same quantities. So here we have red apples and green apples. There are 4 red apples and 3 green. So you can write it as 4:3. The symbol colon is read as is to, which says the two quantities are compared. There is no unit for ratios. And ratios can be written as fractions. 4:3 is 4/3. As fractions, ratios also can be expressed in lowest term. The statement that two ratios are equal is called a proportion. So when you compare two ratios and if they are equal, you call it as proportion. To check whether two ratios are proportion, you have the formula product of extremes is equals to product of means. So what is this extremes and means? Here two ratios are compared. So when you compare two ratios, the innermost numbers are called as means and the exterior numbers are called as extremes. So here they say product of extremes is equals to product of means. So 3 into 2 is equals to 6 into 1, which is 6 is equals to 6. If the product of extremes is equal to the product of means, then the ratios are in proportion. Direct proportion. When two quantities are compared, when one quantity increases, the other quantity also increases at the same rate or vice versa. So one decreases, the other also may decrease. So in such cases, they are called as direct proportion. So the bus fare for an 80-kilometer trip is 65. How much is the bus fare for 20-kilometer trip? So if the distance is going to be increased, even the cost is going to be increased. So direct variation uses the following formula: x1 by y1 is equals to x2 by y2. That is, in case if any one quantity is missing, you can find out using this formula. Inverse proportion. What is inverse proportion? When one quantity increases, the other quantity decreases. Or when one decreases, the other will increase. In such cases, it's called as inverse proportion. If 6 men can plow a field in 2 days, how long will 3 men do it? So when the number of people are reduced, the time taken by them will be more. So the days will increase. So it is inverse proportion. For direct proportion, we divided the x and y's, and whereas in inverse variation, we are going to multiply them. So x1 by into y1 is equals to x2 into y2. Let's move into exercise 4.1. If the cost of 8 apples is 56, the cost of 12 apples is. When you divide 56 by 8, you will get the cost of 1 apple. Multiply that by 12, you get the cost of 12 apples. So 56 divided by 8 into 12. 7 into 12 is 84 rupees. If the weight of a fruit box is 3.5 kg, then the weight of 6 such boxes. Just multiply both. You get the answer as 21 kg. A car travels 60 km with 3 liters of petrol. If the car has to cover a distance of 200 kilometers, it requires dash liters of petrol. So the more the kilometers, the more you have even the increase of petrol. So you have to divide x1 by y1 is equals to x2 by y2, or you can use 200 divided by 60 divided by 3. 60 divided by 3 will give you how much of distance is covered in 1 liter of petrol. So when you divide that by 200, you will get the amount of petrol needed. So you get 10 liters of petrol needed. If 7 meters of cloth costs rupees 294, then find the cost of 5 meters of cloth. 294 divided by 7 into 5, you get 210. If a machine in a cool drink factory fills 600 bottles in 5 hours, then it will fill dash bottles in 3 hours. 600 divided by 5 into 3, you get 360 bottles are filled in 3 hours. True or false? Distance traveled by a bus and time taken are in direct proportion. It is true. Distance and time are in direct proportion. Expenditure of a family to a number of members of the family are in direct proportion. Yes, if the expenditure for one person is going to be 1,000, for 10 persons it's going to be 10,000. So they both increases, so it's direct proportion. Number of students in a hostel and consumption of food are not in direct proportion. They are in direct proportion. So the statement is false. If Malika walks 1 kilometer in 20 minutes, then she can cover 3 kilometers in 1 hour. So 1 kilometer in 20 minutes. So 2 kilometer will take 40 minutes. 3 kilometer will take 60 minutes. 60 minutes is 1 hour. So the statement is true. If 12 men can dig a pond in 8 days, then 18 men can dig it in 6 days. The statement is false. Okay, let's move into the other sums where we are going to follow the formula that we learned for direct variation, which is x1 by y1 is equals to x2 by y2. The dozen bananas cost rupees 20. What is the price of 48 bananas? So the two concepts or the two quantities which are compared here is the cost and the number of bananas. So bananas are taken as x and cost is taken as y. 1 dozen banana costs 20 rupees. So 1 dozen is 12 bananas. What is the price of 48 bananas? 48 bananas and A, we don't know the value of cost. So we have to find the cost. So both increases. So the number of bananas increase, even cost is going to be increased. So they are in direct proportion or they vary directly. For direct variation, your formula is x1 by y1 is equals to x2 by y2. So you get 12 by 20 is equals to 48 by A. So when you solve, you cross multiply. 12 into A is equals to 20 into 48. So A is equals to 20 into 48 divided by 12. You get A is equals to 80. So cost of 48 bananas is rupees 80. A group of 21 students paid rupees 840 as an entry fee for a magic show. How many students entered the magic show if the total amount paid was 1680? So number of students and the fees is the comparison. So 21 students paid 840 rupees. So we don't know how many students paid 1680. So even the number of students will be increased. So students and fees varies directly. X1 by Y1 is equals to X2 by Y2. So you get 21 by 840 is equals to A by 1680. Cross multiply 21 into 1680 is equals to A into 840. A is equals to 21 into 1680 divided by 840. You get 42. So therefore 42 students can see the magic show with rupees 1680. A birthday party is arranged for the third floor of a hotel. 120 people take 8 trips in a lift to go to the party hall. If the 12 trips were made, how many people would have attended the party? So number of people and the trips the lift is taken is a comparison. So 120 people are going in 8 trips. So if there are 12 trips, how many people will go? Surely it's going to be more number of people. So both varies directly. X1 by Y1 is equals to X2 by Y2. So 120 by 8 is equals to A by 12. So the value of A is 180 people. So 180 people can attend the party in 12 trips. The shadow of a pole with a height of 8 meter is 6 meter. If the shadow of another pole measured at the same time is 30 meter, find the height of the pole. So the comparison here is the pole and its shadow. When the pole is 8 meter, the shadow is 6 meter. If the shadow is 30 meter, the height of the pole will surely be more. So height and pole of the shadow varies directly. So you get 8 by 6 is equals to A by 30. So A is equals to 40. So the height of the pole is 40 meters. A postman can sort out 738 letters in 6 hours. How many letters can be sorted in 9 hours? So when the time increases, even the number of letters sorted will be more. So letters and hours varies directly. So the value of your A is 1107. So 1107 letters can be sorted in 9 hours. If half a meter of cloth costs rupees, 15. Find the cost of 8 1 by 3 meters of the same cloth. So the measurement of the cloth is going to be more. The cost also will be more. So they vary directly. So the value of the cloth is 250. So the cost of the cloth is rupees 250. The weight of 72 books is 9 kg. What is the weight of 40 such books? Using unitary method. So unitary method means you have to find the value of one to get the value of many. So 72 books is 9 kg. So find the weight of one book. Then you can find the weight of 40 books. That's unitary method. So weight of 72 books is 9 kg. Find the weight of one book, which is 9 by 72. So weight of 40 books is 40 into 9 by 72, which is 5 kg. Tamarai pays rupees 7,500 as rent for 3 months. With the same rate, how much does she have to pay for 1 year? So the amount paid as rent for 3 months is rupees 7,500. Amount paid as rent for 1 month is 7,500 divided by 3. So for 1 year, which is 12 months, is 12 into 7,500 by 3. So you get rupees 30,000 as the rent paid for 1 year. If 30 men can reap a field in 15 days, then in how many days can 20 men reap the same field? So time taken to reap the field by 30 men is 15 days. So time taken by one man to reap the field will be, he has to do the 30 people work. So it's going to be multiplied by 30, 15 into 30. And time taken to reap the field by 20 men. So one man can do it in 15 by 30 into 30 days. So 20 men will have to share the work. So it's divided by 20. So you get 22 and a half days. Valli purchases 10 pens for rupees 180 and Kamala buys 8 pens for 96. Can you say who bought the pen cheaper? So Valli, cost of 10 pens is rupees 180. So find the cost of 1 pen, which is rupees 18. And for Kamala, cost of 8 pen is rupees 96. The cost of 1 pen is 12. So from here, you know who bought the pen at a cheaper price. So Kamala bought the pen for a cheaper rate. A motorbike requires 2 liters of petrol to cover 100 kilometers. How many liters of petrol will be required to cover 250 kilometers? So quantity of petrol to cover 100 kilometers is 2 liters. So quantity of petrol to cover 1 kilometer, because unitary method we have to get it for 1, which is 2 divided by 100. So quantity of petrol to cover 250 kilometers is 250 into 2 by 100. So you get 5 liters of petrol. Objectives. If the cost of 3 books is 90, then find the cost of 12 books. 90 divided by 3 into 12, you get the answer as rupees 360. If Mani buys 5 kg of potatoes for rupees 75, then he can buy dash kg of potatoes for 105. So 75 divided by 5, you get the cost of 1 kg, which you divide by 105, you will get how many kg of potatoes are bought, which is 7 kg of potato. 35 cycles were produced in 5 days by a company. Then dash cycles will be produced in 21 days. 35 divided by 5 into 21 is 147 cycles. And our aircraft can accommodate 280 people in 2 trips. It can take dash trips to take 4,400 people. So 1,400 divided by 280 divided by 2, you get 10 trips. Suppose 3 kg of sugar is used to prepare sweets for 50 members. Then dash kg of sugar is used for 150 members. So 50 members 3 kg. So 50 into 3 is 150 members. So 3 into 3 is 9 kg. There we come to the end of this chapter. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe our channel. Like and share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Raghava Creation Maths is Easy. Let's learn maths in an easy and interesting way.